So, little disclaimer before the video, this is actually my second attempt at making a top 10 favorite horror movie list, or something of that nature for Halloween, and the first one didn't go so well. So enjoy the video. You may be asking yourself, why does this man have a beanie on a pumpkin? I thought it looked cool, actually, so I put the beanie on the pumpkin. I was going to draw a face on him, but the permanent marker wouldn't write on the pumpkin. Maybe they should name Sharpies, like, permanent markers except on pumpkin. Alright, so today I'm doing a top 10 vlog. Why top 10? Because I can fucking prioritize my things. And 10 is a much better number than 15, or 11, or like anything not fucking 10. And I'm doing my top 10 favorite horror movies. Let's just get this out of the way. This is my opinion. Many of you will not agree with this list. That's just because I have weird taste in movies. Number 10... it's Howling 3. What can I say about Howling 3, besides that it's fucking awful? Nothing is really good about this movie. And when I say nothing, I mean like, characters are kind of not awful. I don't remember the music, even though I've seen it recently. The effects are kind of cool at points, but for the most part aren't that great. Why is it on my list? It's one of the first horror movies I saw, so it's always held a little special place in my heart, like the 1998 Godzilla movie. If you like B horror movies, then I would say check out Howling 3, but if you are a movie snob, then you will not like it. If you're a horror purist, don't watch any Howling movies past the first one. Number 9 is Dino Croc. Can't even say the title of the movie with a straight face. It's about a dinosaur croc, and it's a Roger Corman movie. It's a sci-fi original, but back when sci-fi took their movies somewhat seriously, back in 2004. To my knowledge, it's the first straight-up horror movie that I've seen, and I've loved it ever since. I think the score for the movie is wicked good. So you know I'm on the East Coast because I'm saying wicked instead of hella. Hella's fucking stupid, and wicked just sounds better. The special effects in the movie are not too bad. I'm not really sure how to critique the special effects in a sci-fi movie. They're up to standard with sci-fi movies, I'll give it that. The acting isn't that special, but if you watched the Lizzie McGuire show on Disney when you were growing up and you hated the little brother, he gets his head bitten off in this movie. If you like sci-fi original movie or you creature features, I would highly recommend this movie. It was made before sci-fi started making their movies intentionally bad. Number 8 is Freddy's Dead, Nightmare on Elm Street 6. This is my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Freddy's Dead is a horror comedy, probably the most comedy-esque of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and I think it's fucking hysterical. Maybe I shouldn't really include that on this list, but it is a horror movie at its roots. It has some pretty cool effects, like the Power Glove segment. That's probably my favorite little gag in the movie. I recommend it if you like slasher movies. If you like horror comedies, I highly recommend it. If you want to watch a straight up horror movie, or you just don't like Silly Freddy, then stick with the original. Number 7 is a movie that genuinely creeps me out. Mothman Prophecies. Oddly enough, a sci-fi original movie, but it's probably their best sci-fi original movie ever. It's just a genuinely creepy movie. I usually get chills during the last act because it's just fucking... it's insane. There really isn't a creature in the movie per se, but you feel the Mothman's presence throughout the entire movie, and he's pretty much like a omen for bad luck or tragedies happening. The movie is based on a book which is written about events that took place during 1966 and 1967 in Pleasantville, West Virginia. And in these events, over the 2 years, people claimed to see a Mothman and UFOs. I think one of the mass sightings was over a bridge very shortly after the bridge actually collapsed. And this actually happened, which is even, like, it sounds like a cool movie, but this happened in real life, and that's just really unsettling. If you're a horror fan, or you want a genuine scare, or you want to be creeped out, I recommend this movie. It's suspenseful. It's got really good acting in it, actually. And that's why it's number 7 on my list. Number 6 is The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. And there really isn't a lot I'm going to say about this movie because pretty much everyone who ever talks about this movie says the same thing. Special effects are fucking superb. Best practical effects I've seen in a movie, I think, ever. They're just insane how well done these effects are done. Done. Music score is pretty unsettling too. It's like a synthesizer drone type thing. that makes sense. Probably doesn't because I'm fucking dumb. Acting is really good. Effects really good. Music really good. That's really all I'm going to say about the movie. It has a prequel, which I think is underrated. People hate on it because of the CGI use, which is really the only gripe with it that I've seen, so whatever. I like it. I say watch that, then immediately watch John Carpenter's The Thing, and if you don't like the first one, then the second one you'll enjoy a lot more. But yeah, on to number 6. Apparently 6 comes after 6. You can fuck right off. Number 5 is Ginger Snaps, and Ginger Snaps is one of the best werewolf movies ever made, by far, without a doubt. And if you disagree, well, you can fuck right off. Fuck you, dick. Ginger Snaps was made in the early 2000s, 1999, around there. It's very grungy, it's very Canadian too. Canada, they say A, and they have milk in bags. And fucking weird. Not sure if I'd say it's one of my favorite movies ever made, but it's definitely up there. I'd say top 20 maybe. Creature effects are really well done. Special effects in general are really well done. Score is really good. Acting is really good. The werewolf in this movie looks, whenever I see it, it looks genuinely scary. I get chills looking at it. It's the scariest movie monster I've ever seen in my life. And if you haven't seen this movie, you need to, without a doubt. You need to see this movie. If you like werewolf movies, if you like horror movies, go watch this movie. I really can't say that much more about it unless I go into a full-on review, which might happen down the line, but whatever. There are 2 sequels. Well, there's 1 sequel and a prequel. Sequel is alright. They somehow made the werewolf look worse. The prequel is pretty cool, I guess. It's basically the plot of the first one, except in the 1800s. I don't know. It's a cool movie. Neither of the sequels touch the original, obviously. Number 4 is another werewolf movie. It's Dog Soldiers. Dog Soldiers is, I want to say, the 2nd best werewolf movie ever made. Maybe 3rd. It's definitely in the top 5. It follows a group of soldiers, or of Scottish soldiers, I believe. Whatever, UK. They're in the UK. The effects are really well done. This was made a year after Ginger Snaps, I think. It's got a really good atmosphere. Acting is superb. Music is really good too. If you like horror movies and action movies, I guess it's like a horror action movie with some comedy, with some really good dark comedy actually. I recommend it. It has raving reviews by people who've seen it. I think there's a sequel in the works, or it's been in the works for years, and I hope it comes out, and I hope it's as good or better than the original one. Oh shit. Number 3, as I somehow went to number 2, I didn't see 3. Well, fuck you. Fuck. Number 3 is Cabin in the Woods. It's a modern horror movie. I went in knowing nothing about it, which is how you should go into this movie. It starts off like a generic horror movie. These kids go up into the woods, and then shit just starts happening, and it's fucking awesome. I'm not gonna really go into it because I want you to go see this movie. Preferably blind. If you've already seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. But it's crazy. Shit gets fucking real. Number 2. I might get some flack for, because it's not technical. Yeah, fuck you, it's a horror movie. Going by the definition of horror movies, it's a fucking horror movie. Jaws. Should I just go on to number 1? Because, like, it's fucking Jaws. Music is great, its acting is great, effects are... Yeah, effects are, Number 1. Number 1 is... I'd say my 3rd favorite movie of all time. Maybe not number 3, but it's on the top 10 definitive favorite movies of mine. That is in the realm of numbers. That is 10. Number 1 is a very special movie. That movie is American Werewolf in London, and I think it is the best horror movie ever made. I have seen The Exorcist. I wasn't a huge fan. American Werewolf in London is a really good movie. The effects are superb, except for like the werewolf, actually. It's a weird looking werewolf. I can't say it looks bad, but it's just like, it's weird looking. It's like a big glob of hair and teeth, like my ex. But yeah, I think this has one of the greatest transformation sequences of all time. Probably the best transformation sequence of all time, for a werewolf movie anyway. I think it's a lot better than the one done for The Howling. American Werewolf in London is, I think, the best horror movie ever made. By far the best werewolf movie ever made. One of the best dark comedies ever made. Has some of the best special effects ever. I'd say up there with Jurassic Park and The Thing. And The Fly, I guess. I haven't seen The Fly, but apparently it's really good. If you want a hysterical movie that'll scare you, maybe not scare you. If you're watching it for the first time and you're jumpy, you'll probably get scared a little bit. If you don't like gore, you'll get like freaked out about it. It's a pretty gory movie. But I recommend it. I really can't not recommend it. The music in the movie is awesome. Yeah, actually, I think that's my list. If you enjoyed it, then like the video, comment on the video with your top 10 horror favorites. Share the video. I guess I don't really say share the video a lot, but share it if you think I am worthy of being shared. I think I'm a pretty cool dude. I mean, maybe you don't, but I do, and that should count more than what you think, so I think you should share it, so therefore you should share it. I'm ASUS Productions, and I approve this message. Have a happy Halloween. Don't get mugged, shot, eaten by wild animals, or hit by a car, and don't, like, chew on glass that's in your candy, because assholes put glass in their candy. I don't know why you taint candy, but if you're a candy hater, then fuck you. This has been my top 10 favorite horror movies, and I already did my outro, so this is just kind of an awkward goodbye.